Hi students, welcome to Plus One Computer class. So we are discussing our chapter 3, Components of Computer System. Then in the previous video we already seen the functional units of computer. With the help of a block diagram I explain all the functional unit starting with input unit, processing unit and different unit present in processing unit, control unit, arithmetic logic unit, and third one is registers. And the third unit is storage unit, primary memory, secondary memory, and duties of storage unit, and last output unit, duties of output unit. Okay, so the functional unit we already completed. So in this video we are going to discuss hardware parts. Not all the hardware we are going to discuss, only 3 parts we are going to discuss. First one is processor. What does mean by processor? What are the commonly used processors? Then second one, registers, different types of registers, and third one is motherboard. Okay, so all these hardwares we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, hardwares. Then what does mean by a hardware? Hardware and software together make a computer system. Actually, it is a definition of computer. Hardware and software together make a computer system. Hardware means these are the physical units that we can touch and feel the presence. Hardwares, the definition of hardware. What is the definition of hardware? Hardwares are the physical units that we can touch and feel the presence of that unit. That is known as hardwares. Example, keyboard, mouse, processor, motherboard. These all are belonging to hardware category because these all are physical units that we can touch and feel the presence. That is the speciality of hardwares. So in this video we are going to discuss 3 hardwares starting with processors. Okay, starting with processors, and after that register, and third one is motherboard. So what is the first hardware? Processors. Then you already know CPU is known as brain of computer. Okay, CPU is known as brain of computer. The actual execution is taking place inside CPU. That means decision making, logical calculation, then arithmetical operation. All these operations are taking place in CPU itself. That's why it is known as brain of computer. Then in brain of computer or CPU is an integrated unit. What is integrated unit? IC. Then you already know integrated circuit means the name indicate integrated circuit. All these devices are integrated into a single processors. Transistors, capacitors, diode, all these devices are integrated into IC. That's why it is known as integrated circuit. Okay, so all these nowadays you know the size of the computer, palm computer, laptops are available because all the central processing units is integrated into a single processor. That's why that size is reducing. Then okay, I am going to show one picture that presents the picture of processor. Then 3 picture, Intel processor, then Apple processor. These are the picture of processors. Okay, I think it is familiar to you. These are the commonly used processor. Then examples for processor. Example is Intel Core i3, then Core i5, then Core i7. These are the commonly used processors. Okay, commonly used processors. So processors are integrated circuit that integrate all the major parts of computer. Okay, clear? Concept is clear. What does mean by processor? Examples of processor: Intel Core i3, Core i5, and Core i7. These are the commonly used processors. Then, so our first hardware section is over. Processor, central processing unit or processor. Second one, very important, registers. Registers. Actually, registers present in central processing unit. Processing unit contains so many registers. Okay, so many registers are present, but in this section we are going to discuss the important registers of ALU or arithmetic logic unit. Important registers of inside CPU that we are going to discuss here. Then registers are temporary storage devices. What is the definition of registers? Registers are temporary storage devices that is used for transferring data, and it makes data transfer in an easy and effective manner. Then the first register is accumulator. The first register is accumulator. Okay, what is the first register? Accumulator. Accumulator is used to store the intermediate results. Okay, for what we are using accumulator? To store intermediate results. To store intermediate results. To store intermediate results, we are using accumulator. This is one of the commonly used register, and this is also known as A register. Accumulator is also known as register A. Accumulator is used to store intermediate results. First register is accumulator. Then second register is memory address register. Memory address register. Memory address registers. Okay, memory address register, short form is MAR. Okay, MAR. Then for what purpose we are using memory address register? It used to store the address of memory to which data is to be either read or to be written. Okay, so what is the definition of memory address register? It is used to store address of memory location, address of memory location to which data is either read or written by processor. Either read or written by processor. That is known as memory address register. Okay, for what we are using memory address register? Memory address register is used to store the address of memory location to which data is to be read or written by the processor. Okay, to store the memory address. To store the address of memory location to which data is either to be read or written by the processor. So that is a second register. All these registers are used to store some informations. Then after that, one more register is the third register. If memory address register is present, and then third register is memory buffer register. Memory buffer register. Memory buffer. Third register is memory buffer register. Okay, it holds. Okay. Address register holds the address. Is used to store the address, but it holds the data. It holds the data either to be read or written by the processor. Written by the processor. Okay, to be read or written by the processor. Short form is also present. Memory buffer register is also known as MBR. Memory buffer registers. Then fourth one is IR or instruction register. Instruction register, or short form is IR. Okay, its short form of instruction register is to be then. Instruction register stores the instruction to be executed. Instruction to be executed. Instruction register or IR, the instruction to be executed by the processor are stored inside instruction register. Then one more is program counter. Program counter or called PC. It stores the next instruction to be executed. Next instruction to be executed. Next instruction to be, or it holds the address of next instruction to be executed. So these are the different registers. So we will start with accumulator. Accumulator is a register. It is used to store intermediate result. Intermediate result means it is connected with ALU, arithmetic logic unit, and this is also known as register A. Register A or A register. Accumulator is used to store intermediate results. Second one is memory address register. The name indicates address register. It used to store the address of memory location to which data is to be either read or written by the processor. Then third one is, here it is not address, it is memory buffer register. Memory buffer register or MBR. It holds the data. It's not address. Here it is holding the data either to be read or written by the processor. Then last one is instruction register. It holds the instruction to be executed by the processor. It holds the data or it holds the instruction to be stored. That means instruction to be executed is stored in IR or instruction register. Last one is program counter or PC. Then it used to store the address of next instruction to be executed. Very important question. Different types of CPU registers. Okay, which register is known as register A? Which register is known as register A? Accumulator. What is the duty of accumulator? To store the intermediate result. Okay, then which one is known as PC, program counter? What is the duty of program counter? It holds the address of next instruction to be executed. So these are the different registers and also its duties. Then one more hardware is left, that is called motherboard. So all the essential parts or essential units of computer is attached to motherboard. If any of the, that means if your computer is not working, then the computer hardware professionals will ask, they will check the board. Okay, and they will took board for repairing because all that parts, essential part is attached to motherboard. Okay, so please look at the picture of motherboard. Okay, in the picture of motherboard, we can easily identify so many devices are connected. First one, power connector is present, then memory slot, heat sink, CPU socket, connection for integrated peripherals. That means all the ports are connected. Then a CMOS backup battery also connected. Okay, actually this is a motherboard that consists of all the essential parts. Then motherboard is also known as PCB. PCB. What is it? PCB? Printed circuit board. Okay, printed circuit board. That is the speciality of motherboard. A motherboard is a large printed circuit board or PCB. Printed circuit board that all major components including the processor are integrated. Okay, all the major parts including processor is integrated into a printed circuit board, and that board is known as motherboard. That means memory card, sound card, essential, all the graphic card, all is attached to this printed circuit board called motherboard. Okay, so hope you understood. So again we will revise the topic that we studied in this video. What is our first topic? What does mean by processor? What is the speciality of processor? All the important devices is integrated into processor. Then after that we discussed about different registers of CPU. That started with accumulator, memory address register, memory buffer register, instruction register, and last one was program counter. And after that, what is mean by motherboard? What is the speciality of motherboard? Okay. And I am going to give one question as homework. You want to write all the major registers used in CPU. List and explain. So then their description also you want to write what is mean by accumulator and all that registers you want to write it in your notebook. Actually it's a theory chapter. Only the important questions I am giving. That questions definitely you want to write in your notebook. Okay, so hope you understood. Remaining section we will discuss in the next video. Okay, then thank you.